Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another. It's another episode, the second part of our game today. So we just had like an exhausting, crazy duel of wits, and now we're getting ready to go back and do some more scenes. Oh, that was good. So thank you guys. Let me before I jump you over there. Um, okay. Whew. Okay. Hopefully you got a chance to get some water, something stiffer.
Skull.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and I was thinking about for this next scene, I was thinking about doing something with use Solius. Because I think we were talking about the things you get out of the vault.
Yes.
But I was also kind of thinking maybe just tying that into talking to Sir Zydomir about your Holy Order of Warriors, right?
So we talked to Zytomir already. The thing that we needed to do was we had to get it like passed by like the council,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we convinced the master of the vaults. We need the money. Like we've got the approval, we've got Zytomir on board. We just need the money.
Yep. So let's do. I want to do that.
Cool. That's me and Swan then.
Yeah. So we go back over to the church, to the cathedral, the first church, and we're going to be and this is the time for your meeting with the council about your proposal. So if you weren't already in a good mood for some rigorous debate and defense, well, here's your shot.
I need to bait a particular hook right now and ask AP. AP, Swan is really pissed. Are you gonna accept any help from Aurelius in the upcoming events?
See?
Yeah. What is it like? What is it like when you guys? So remember the couple weeks ago when you guys were walking to the church, and there were all these people, the beggars and everybody. It's like that again, right? Anywhere you guys go, everyone just comes out of the woodwork to see the prophet.
Now, is this the
how
first
has
time?
your relationship changed this dynamic of you guys walking?
Is this the first time me and Swan have like interacted since the last scene? Or is it literally like just the next morning?
The next day. That was what.
Okay, cool.
We were presenting the plan the next day.
Right. So, I think, like we're like meeting, and I like push through the crowd to Count Swan, and I say, "Your Radiance, I hope you slept well."
So this is where Swan does that scary thing where you realize that maybe he doesn't have emotions like the rest of people. He's hungover and extremely upset, but he's still doing the Count Swan, like, "Hello, everyone, glad to see you. I'm Count Swan. I'm an affable fellow."
I'm fucking dying.
On the inside, he's just like, he's like filled with rage right now. His patience is at a minimum.
He's that politician.
Yeah.
He's a professional.
I don't think he answers you. I think he just kind of like smiles and waves to some more people.
Okay. Well,
does the queen wave? Hello. Hello.
Before we go in there, Your Radiance, I must make sure you know. I know things got rather heated last night. I need you to believe that I am on your side in this. I simply want what's best for you and what's best for all of civilization.
Belief seems to come hard by you lately. How long will this one last?
Are you gonna take that?
I think I am. I think I'm going to let the insult, sort of pass over the shoulder, and I will say, what I need to know.
Did anybody hear that? I don't think anybody heard.
I don't.
No,
Swan wouldn't say it if anyone could hear it.
I meant that. I feel
what
like
I
this
thought.
is like a pretty like we're talking purposely quietly here.
Sure.
I will say, perhaps then I should prove my continuing loyalty and argue the case in your stead in the council chamber.
No. I think today I
Hey,
should prove my loyalty to you since you seem to forget it. Do not worry, your contributions to my cause have not gone unnoticed, my faithful priest.
You hear while you guys are talking, you hear the some guards being like, "Get back!" Right? And in the sort of clearing that you have that was made by the guards so you guys could walk in from the crowds, a lady with her little baby in tow have slipped by, right, and stumbled near the base of the steps. You guys are maybe like 50 feet away, and she cries out to the prophet, you know, as the guards are like getting ready to like come back on her. She's like, "Please, my baby, she's dying."
I
What do you
guess
do?
I'll step forward and try to see what's. I have a belief about this, so I gotta help heal the sick. So I will step forward and like sort of like gesture for the guards not to like stop this woman, and I like help her to her feet.
Thank you, prophet. Thank you. She's crying. She's completely.
Can I see
She
the
won't even
child?
look at you in the eyes. Yeah, she won't. You know, it's literally like a 6-month-old. It looks like every other little like flesh spawn at that age. You don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I mean, it's dressed in like a little bit of like the.
Jesus Christ, Eric.
Yeah,
No, well spoken, Eric.
What is wrong with you?
I don't like kids.
Oh. You and me, brother. You and me.
And you know, it's bundled up. Maybe you think it's a girl, and she said help her. You know, maybe if you like babies, she's cute, right? Not the lady. I mean, the lady maybe, probably not, but like, you know,
So
it's the baby.
bas-
It's a baby, right?
basically-
it looks like a baby, and I mean, you don't know what's wrong with it.
yeah. So
looking at it.
here's the question. Like, can I realistically like make an anatomy situation here to like try to see what's wrong, or is it like in this situation there's just no way to
What are
like?
you, fucking Dr. House?
Yeah. Okay.
Please, good prophet,
Base-
save my baby. I need 2 cc's of pentaphenazole stat. Bring me a test
I'm
card.
telling the car, get the echocardiogram going. Give me a test. Like, I don't
But what I'm saying is,
You
I
know,
don't
dude.
have
The guy's like,
enough
"Fix my
magic. I don't have enough magic juice to heal this baby.
Fix this baby.
I guess the real
She's-
question here is,
She's saying thank you. You're holding the child now, I presume.
Yeah.
Holding the
do you
child,
have enough
and
faith to attempt it, buddy?
Please.
Yeah. So
Please.
I will bless the child.
Shouldn't you be helping die from all of your fucking loyal fans here?
I mean, if they believe,
You wanna call on-
firmly
They're
They're
in
wanna
here
ask them?
calling
Well,
for you.
so-
What?
well, hold
Well,
on.
you have to
so
ask for
so
him.
let me show you the
But
scene here.
What are you doing first? Yeah.
So
Simba the baby up.
I wanna link in an oratory test here.
You fucking break open a melon.
I want to use a. Oh my god, that's horrible.
Na desenya baba gitsiri ba.
So I want to link in an oratory test to get the people to pray with me. Like I want like the whole square to pray with me. So like what I'm saying is like I've got the child, and I will turn and I will say, good people, through the will of the Lord, through faith in his good works, all things can come to pass. Healing of the sick, victory in unspeakable odds, even the raising of great cities where once there was nothing but dirt. And I like gesture all around myself, you know. And I will say, but it takes the faith of not just one lowly mortal like myself. I'm alas, too weak to fully channel the spirit of the divine, to fully accept the power of his majesty. I need your help, good people.
Okay.
Pray with me, and perhaps we can heal this child. And then I like kneel down and start praying.
Cool.
And I think the prayer is something like and like
you were losing me for a second with that "I'm too weak" bullshit. Like you think they're gonna buy that, but when you say "join me" and together we can do, I'll let it go. That's not a link test. That's not a link test. This is just all gonna be factored into this role.
Cool. Basically,
I'm letting it ride for
the idea behind there is like
Or
Aurelius
sentence.
wants to start building the idea like in the minds of the people that like he needs them. Like the reason he's doing this is he needs them. And yeah, so he'll kneel down, and this time, like we've seen Aurelius like pray to himself. He is praying to the masses, right? Like he is like using his stage voice for this prayer.
And do you do like the Lord's Prayer kind of thing?
I think it's like something a little bit more off the cuff. I think it's like something about like Lord Abadar, like who gives us mastery over medicine, like who taught the first healer. Please intercede. Like our knowledge of your arts have not reached their pinnacle. We need your help.
So is everybody kind of like in this scene? Is everybody in the audience or in the crowds? Are they quiet like as you're doing this, or are they supposed to do something with you? Like, is it one of those things being like, Lord Abadar, like the first vault, keeper of medicine and civilization, hear our prayer, and then you hear everybody's like, hear our prayer, and then you keep saying those things, and those recitals, or like how are they interacting with you is what I want to know.
I think
if it's quiet, it's fine. Like that doesn't change anything. I just want to know fictionally, what does this look like?
I think the way I think it would look is like almost like a impromptu like echoing of like a priest in front of a congregation, right? It's like the priest is like speaking the prayer, and everybody's like has like their sort of their heads bowed.
Sure, they're listening to you.
And I'm imagining like they're kneeling with Aurelius. So like I'm like imagining like the whole like Aurelius is like kneeling down over this child, and like the whole square like kneels down.
Yeah, like for a moment we oh my god, absolutely. Like, so I picture the shot from like on the stairs, like looking down at everybody, and when you like kneel, you like kind of like see that like wave of people kind of start to kneel, like going down, right?
I think
it looks pretty impressive, Swan. From your
Swan is gonna sink to his knees with everyone else, and he's gonna touch the baby on the forehead.
Nice. Yeah. So let's try to miracle this up. This is a minor miracle to heal the sick.
Interesting that you did that. Okay.
I'm
not helping on this test.
Hopefully you don't get sick.
I'm a healthy adult male.
So
this is a miracle? Is that what we're doing?
Yes. This is an Ob 5 minor miracle to heal the sick.
Okay.
Unless like of course you are the GM, so if that isn't gonna work, like if I'm acting against Abadar's will to heal this child, and there's just no way it can happen.
It is a spawn of evil.
Like that's definitely a still thing.
Wait, am I helping with my will? No, I'm not faithful.
So if you don't have the faithful trait, you add your will to like a pool.
To the pool of everyone else.
And the pool of will like gives basically it's
every 20 dice is something?
Yeah, every 20 accumulated will dice is one D
I'll
of
do
faith.
that.
So remember this I believe, I don't remember like what there is something about having the believer trait in there, right?
Okay, so it says, all right, it's very confusing. So, for example, only one priest says mass, but it takes two to perform an exorcism, blah, blah. So it says, believers may also help. Those with a belief in faith grant +1 helping die for every 20 accumulated. So it doesn't specifically say the believer trait.
Right, it's about like, it's not just that like, Mason wouldn't qualify, for example, even though they've like been practicing Epidaurianism their whole life.
No,
About being like, believer.
Capital
B believers at their will to a pool.
So you're purifying this baby.
Is it appropriate for Swan to help here? Is what I'm
So I think it's like an ob 5 minor miracle. So I
No,
pray that the
it's
wound
not
be
a minor
closed.
miracle. It's literally purification.
Oh,
With the
okay.
touch of the hand, the priest may drive out rot or lesser evil spirits.
Oh yeah, sure.
Do you have a belief in the faith, AP?
No.
All right, then no.
No,
I literally have a belief that says I am the chosen one.
That's true.
I feel like that's a belief about you.
Yes, it is. It says I am. All right.
I think it's Eric's call.
Yeah, it is.
I think this might be one of the last times you don't have that based on our trade vote.
We'll see.
Later on.
Fair enough.
All right.
But he is praying. Like it is worth saying whether or not he's helping.
Yeah,
he is praying.
you are, and this might be like one of those watershed moments.
Sure. So do I get any additional? Are there any earnest believers in the crowd, or are these all just miracle seekers? Okay, cool.
No, I'm willing to give about, I think 3.
3 dice. All right,
Sounds about fair.
I'll definitely
For a crowd of
that.
hundreds.
Sure.
That's a good solid amount. That's like 15 to 20 actual believers in the crowd. That's pretty sick.
Ardent, yeah.
All right, I really want this to work. Man, should I go for the difficult test?
No, you motherfucker.
Or
I got my hand on this baby.
Fine.
It better not be diseased.
I will spend both of my persona points on this as well.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, they're Equimag asks, they're at the footsteps of the church.
We're outside the Imperial Senate.
Oh man,
So
I'm super
what
scared.
does that place?
We did describe it as
church of. What's the Church of Abadar actually look like? Now I'm curious because I always imagined it like the Saint Peter and Paul Cathedral in Paramaribo.
I'm not sure I know what that is. I pictured something.
It's a cathedral constructed entirely of wood. Because New Stedvin is a city comprised almost entirely of wooden buildings, with the exception of the Ruby Fortress and the Bulwark.
Yes.
So I imagined like being this, like someone actually built a cathedral out of wood with like complete with arches and columns and everything.
Okay, that's awesome.
I like the idea that it's like one like semi-mythological like architect / carpenter is like the legend says that he built it himself.
This is the Michelangelo.
Yeah, exactly.
His name is Rengus. For some reason, RNG was a common front end of names back then.
Whoa.
Yeah, all right, let's roll this up.
Dude, yeah.
Guys, I'm really scared.
Look at how high.
No!
Wow, you fucked up so bad. You literally fucked up infinitely bad.
All right, I will
roll that 6.
I will re-roll that 6.
Yay!
I mean, it's faith. It's open-ended.
Dude, that
you
is
re-roll a failure.
Yeah,
instead,
I re-roll
right?
a failure instead.
Yeah.
That is such a terrible roll. It's incredible.
Yeah. Oh, really? You want me to tell you about 1 for 13?
All right, so 4 of 5, but still not enough.
Almost. Alas.
Juan is shaking his head at you when he sees that this isn't happening.
Oh, unless the baby has the believer trait, in which case the obstacle goes down by 1.
Oh, this is the best jockeying I have ever heard. That is the best. Sam, you're a fucking legend.
That I do appreciate that, but the little flesh spawn barely knows who its mom is.
Yeah, no.
So.
It's so good.
No. You know, here's what happens with the consequences of failure. You know that it wasn't enough. You know, you said you were weak, and I mean, not you didn't. I know you like this is internally, right, Sam? I'm giving you what you right now are feeling because I'm really interested in what you tell the mom because you know it didn't work.
Okay,
but no one else knows. Right?
Yeah.
And you're on the footsteps of this church, and there's a crowd of people around you. So, what do you do? Because you know it didn't work. And this is not the only consequence to this. AP, you are absolutely going to have to deal with an illness. later on.
It's just
I'm
real
letting you know
quick.
that right
It's
now.
an illness that transfers from 1 second of touching a baby's forehead. All right.
Yep.
So
It transfers. It obviously transfers from a failed faith test.
Well, let me
Yeah.
ask the question. Let me ask the question
No,
instead.
fucking holy
Can I
shit,
take
dude.
the disease from the baby?
Yes, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
it's a lay on
Question.
hands type.
Here's a question. Yeah, I will, as part of the chosen, like, working for the chosen one. Would you be? What if that happens when you're praying? Like, you feel that connection, and like it's like on your hand, and if you have the choice whether or not to subsume this burden, or
That
not.
is so good, Eric.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
You have no idea what this disease is. Like, it doesn't tell you. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is the game. This is the fucking telltale game. Do you take it, yes or no, with the countdown?
it's
Right.
AP's choice though.
Yeah,
right?
this is AP's choice.
Okay.
I don't think you know what's going on.
No,
Sean.
I don't. That's what I was
blind to
about to
this.
say. I like
Some
the
other-
idea that
You think it
only
didn't work.
Count Swan feels it.
Yeah, you think it didn't work, and now Count Swan has a chance to take this disease from the baby.
Some kind of otherworldly agency is like, you could do it.
I want it to be clear though that that's what's happening. Like, there's some magical indicator that I am taking the disease out of the child.
I don't think there is. I'm not giving
Really,
you that.
no flash of light.
Nope.
No, like, weird green
No.
transfer. All right, fine.
No,
I'll
but
take
you
it
know
anyway,
it.
motherfucker.
But you know it. Because true faith doesn't need flashy works.
No, true faith does need flashy works. That's
No.
the reason
No,
we
it
write
doesn't.
No,
things
it
down
doesn't.
in a Bible.
No.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
You're so wrong, and I will prove it to you.
Okay.
Right
You can't duel with
if
the
you
GM.
expect like a man raised in isolation to just be like, wow, yeah, Jesus is great, without a book being like, here's this guy named Jesus. No, he's raised in isolation. He doesn't even know the fucking alphabet. Okay, that's fine. It's
I
fine.
believe in this.
So is your-
Saint Peter has always said, he has a very, very famous quote. It says, always preach the gospel. When necessary, use words. You do not
So-
need flashy things. It is by your own acts do you show it as a person.
No, it is.
I'm taking
know
the
that-
disease
know
from
that
the
it is
baby.
true.
I just want there to be flashiness. Okay,
I'm not religious, by the way.
Fine.
I full disclaimer, I just grew up Catholic, so I know all that shit.
So
I'm Catholic-wise.
I think that nothing happened. I think that it's like, because I don't know when the only way I know that my miracles have happened is if there's like some visual sign.
Sure.
So I think it failed.
Yeah.
And
there's
now I
also-
have to face this mother.
Yeah. But
So-
I feel like maybe AP can step in because he knows this thing now, right?
Right.
He's not gonna.
I-
Count Swan isn't gonna say shit.
I'm just trying to decide because I have a specific belief that I acted against in order to do this miracle. Like, I have a specific belief that says one must do all they can with their own hands first,
Yeah.
which I specifically did not do. I acted against it.
Ooh.
So, shit, man.
This is some juicy shit.
Yeah, so I think he just like stands up and like hands the child back to the mother first, and like looks at her reaction and like just doesn't say anything. Like, he's just gonna try to like get away without saying anything if he can.
So there, I prayed. I'm out. I retreat.
So, I don't think you get away with it, man. I think she's gonna ask you. She's like, is she cured? And do you not say anything? Do you just hand over the baby?
Swan is
Do
gonna
you
say something.
do you do
Hold
that
on.
fucking do you do that fucking surgery thing when you're like take off the mask and put your head down and do that? You know what I mean?
No,
Like, what
No,
do you
no,
do?
wait, hold on.
Swan is
do you
gonna
do?
step in.
I know what unless Swan interrupts me, I know what I'm gonna do. I'll
Swan
give
is absolutely interrupting
Okay.
you. And maybe again, I don't know what the disease is, but let me just say this. Maybe there's like a little bit of sweat on Swan's forehead now, and he turns to the woman and says, "Look, the child's fever has broken. It is healed." And I'm gonna like hold the baby up Simba style because this is fucking happening. Fuck all of you. I'm
Nice.
just gonna hold the baby up and say, "It is healed" over the crowd, and hopefully it echoes.
You think?
And
I
you
know you don't
you
believe
think
it,
Count
but
Swan is lying?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, Jesus.
at me.
I need to look at my
Come at me.
beliefs.
No, actually,
man.
I'm not sure if you do, because this is really interesting. because you think he's the chosen one, and I don't think Count Swan has told you what's going on, and
I
now you
haven't.
have this really weird moment of like, what the fuck is going on?
The interesting
I'm really,
question is,
really interested
do
in
you
what
think he is lying?
Yeah, does Sulius think he's lying? I would allow you to make some kind of like test to figure it out, like in this instant, but like I would give you disadvantage because this is happening right now, right?
It's
You have
much
no-
more
I
interesting.
mean,
But-
isn't it just an observation test?
Yeah, this would.
I mean,
No, here's the
would
thing:
also-
here's the thing.
no, I think it's just be
it-
perception.
It's straight
Just
up.
to
So
assume what's going on.
I could make an argument that I could like make an anatomy test or something to like notice the baby's color, but I don't think that's what this is. I think that Aurelius, it's not like, it doesn't matter whether it's true or not, right? It's like it's his job to go along with the chosen one. Like he sees this as Swan fervently believing, and that's what he needs beyond anything else, is just for Swan to fervently believe. So while Swan's like holding up the child, he's gonna look earnestly, look the mother in her eye, and he will say, each of us only does what we can. Luckily, the Lord sometimes wills it to intervene when our strength runs out. And if I need to like make a test here, I'm trying to make like a assuasion test for her to like basically be like accept that and take her baby and go.
No, I mean she's gonna do that anyways. So.
Yeah. So
don't think
then
there's any
there's no
consequence,
test in
yeah.
the hand.
I have to say I'm still curious about a thing. I kind of need to ask this. Now you feel free to ignore me, but I'm very curious because I want to know about Sulius. I want to know about Aurelius. When Swan says, "Got this bitch," behold, do you believe him? I'm not talking like about tests. I'm talking about like you making a decision on part of your character.
No, what Aurelius thinks is that Swan is displaying belief in him, right? Like what he thinks is, he doesn't think that Swan has any like outside information that he like made the miracle work. What he believes is like, this is Count Swan. Count Swan is the Radiant Emperor chosen by Abadar, believes in Abadar's prophet, believes in my ability to perform miracles. Therefore, this miracle must have been successful.
That's awesome. All right, thank you.
And that's why like I didn't lie and say like it's cured. I had to be like,
and that's fine. Well, because if it fails, see I'm really interested. I'm really glad. I'm not really glad because I think this was probably the most interesting way of doing it. The second runner-up for this was going to be like, would you scapegoat someone over this?
There's an evildoer among us.
Yes, who countered my mat. You know what I mean? But we didn't have to do that. So,
but I do want to point
better.
out that in that scene, I directly played against my belief that I need to do things with my own hands first.
Yeah. Yep. And AP, you're definitely on.
Count Swan is
you're on that
take
chosen
out-
one track for sure.
He's gonna take out a handkerchief and like pat his forehead as they continue heading back up towards the temple. And he turns to Sulius and says, "I told you there would be a price to pay for your lack of faith in me."
Yeah, you're not feeling great, dude.
I'm afraid I don't understand your readings.
Remember this moment.
Come on, go in. Convince people. I want.
Is that where we push the doors open?
Yep. You Aragorn
want
the
to
doors,
see-
right? And here's the part I'm really interested in seeing, because now I have to figure out what does it mean if you're sick and how that affects your ability to argue.
You can start out by being like, this is a +1 obstacle penalty, and then later on, like in a couple of days, it'll be like you have -1 die to everything, and then like depending on what happens with the sickness, it
Could
could
I get,
escalate.
like, health tests in there at any point?
Yeah, you could try to like do something about it.
Yeah,
Especially since I have a doctor who follows me everywhere.
Yeah.
Of course, this is holy sickness, so the point isn't that you're supposed to heal it. The point is you're supposed to suffer it.
Pray it away.
Yep. So, oh man. Oh man, I know exactly what's gonna do. Oh my god, I know exactly how you're getting the chosen one trait. Oh, okay. I'm gonna pocket that one. I'm gonna file that away in Eric's brain. All right, as we go into the council room for your
These
meeting.
motherfuckers always, everyone, even his own team's trying to bring down Count Swan all the time.
What?
I mean, maybe not you, occasionally.
Believe, man, believe.
Everything I do for you, Count Swan.
I literally
Okay.
just had to heal a baby for you.
So we're meeting with the religious council again, right? The council of elders. What do we call do we call the, so this is the same group that Demetrius pre-prophet had to meet under, right? So you're meeting like the CEO, like the shareholders of the Aberdarian church, right? Or the board of directors is actually the better way. The board is really who you're meeting. You're meeting the council, the small council of the church. Actually, the large council, to be honest with you. So all the financial backers, the heads of the other various guilds, they're all here. They all have to hear your plan, especially because you're dealing with such rapid changes in terms of what's going on in the city, right? And you're asking for funds for this. And you do have the help of what's her name? I wrote it down. I forgot it right now.
Vault Lady. I wrote it down somewhere too.
Not Tendrin.
Master Nadia Vault Keeper.
Nadja. Yeah.
Nadja. Yeah. Okay.
So what intent are you rocking up in this business?
I literally have a belief that says it. My plan for financial revolution and infrastructure building throughout the land of Brevoy will pass its overwhelming success in the Citadel Chambers.
Cool.
So my intent is not just success, but to fucking
Cool.
crush it.
So
That
everybody
people are standing up, giving fucking ovations, and someone throws a rose at the end.
the meeting has it. Oh, I thought you were talking about Sailor Moon style.
What? Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, I think the meeting hasn't been adjourned yet. They've been waiting for you. So that everyone's kind of like informally hanging around. And so I think Naja and I think a few of the others are hanging out, and they want to go up to you and be like, "Oh, hey, oh, thanks, Prophet and Count Swan, thank you so much for coming," right? And they want to shake your hand and all that kind of stuff. What do you do, Count Ron Swan? You know you're sick.
I know.
Oh Jesus.
Do you shake their hand?
Does
I mean,
he know
okay,
enough
do
about
we-
germs?
I
Yeah,
wanna
fucking
even...
germ theory. Yeah, fuck it. Never mind. I don't want to deal with that stupid shit.
I was gonna say I'd like to shake the hand of anyone who seems like they might be an unbeliever or the head of
Yeah.
the what the fuck division that came after me.
So you don't. So okay. So then we don't think about it, and you do because they want to shake your hand, so you do, right? All right. And
No daggers in this place.
yeah, I mean it's fine. And okay? You're feeling a little woozy as the meeting gets called into session. And they're gonna and there's no place to sit. It's kind of like you have to stand in the middle of this chamber.
Oh, I assumed it was gonna be that way.
Right.
With like a semicircle.
Yeah. Right. It's the Jedi Council.
Yeah, of course.
That's how we describe it. You had to climb up a fucking huge ass flight of stairs to get up here, right? This is way high up in the church. It's in the back of the church. It's very it was hard for you to get up here today.
It's probably because I'm drunk.
Yeah, you were
Hungover.
hungover, dude. You were hungover, and now you
Yeah.
got a fucking sickness. Ugh. Oh my god.
Bad day.
Dude. And then you have to go to the most important job interview of your life.
That's every day. It's every day,
Yeah.
friend.
Okay.
Swan is gonna pass around. He's gonna like hand over a leather folio full of like a 2-page
Proposals.
revision to the original plan. Enough copies for everyone, of course.
Is it just like a summary?
It's changing the name of the plan and part of it. So
Sure, it's
he'll
summary.
stand up and be
revisions.
like, "Lords and ladies, followers of the church Thank you for honoring me with your presence. I need to submit a revision to the plan which you have already reviewed. As you can see here, it will be called the Sulius Aurelius Investment Plan in the Future of the Church. Several individuals have been named to positions of leadership under this plan, including Dame Serona, whose name is also included in here. In addition, and final revision, the amount of funding heading towards Rogarvia has been equalized with the other houses after speaking with my advisor.
Aurelius looks very surprised at this, but tries to cover his shock.
Right. Well, my advisor isn't you.
Yeah.
So I think there's a few people who want you to take a step back, and one of the guys is like asked you to explain the plan in full one more time now. So factoring in the these new changes now, what is the full proposal? Can you recite for us the full proposal?
This is where Aurelius raises his hand and says, "Gentlemen, ladies, before we go any further, we would be remiss not to bless this endeavor."
Oh my God!
And I will lead the council in prayer, and I will say, "May the Lord Abadar, progenitor of contracts, master of finance, bless this endeavor. May he
Father
give
of
us
finance.
the wisdom to see the right in this plan,
Master of monetary
and to create a system that shall provide wealth and growth to the civilization within Brevoy for generations to come." And I want to do some more miracling.
I need to comment on something. I want to put in a comment. So typically, like what happens when you fail a faith test is that typically nothing happens, but something can happen. Miracle can backfire, things can go wrong, God can be angry, another entity can hear your prayer and respond. And since you were so good to say progenitor of contracts in your initial opening bit there, I want to suggest, implant, if you will, in my Game Master's head that if this fails, Asmodeus hears this call.
Yes, he does.
Oh no.
Bless this union, Father of Iron,
Contracts,
Father of Thorns, Prince of Darkness.
So I just want to boon my good friend Count Swan here and open-end his persuasion skill for this upcoming situation here.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's gonna be an additional one obstacle.
Do I have?
Because I think because of you're spent. You did everything from you're trying to heal that baby.
Sure. Cool.
Is that fair? I didn't disclose that, but I feel like that's fictional.
No,
Just real quick, I think you need to be open-ending my oratory, not my persuasion.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good
about
too.
to dress a bunch of people.
Do I get any help from the people praying with me? No? Okay. Cool. So let's roll it up. Boom!
Yeah.
I will reroll. Oh wait, no, they already reroll. I will reroll a fail. All right. Eric, if you want to come up with a cool thing that happens like while AP is orating to describe the miracle, but I think it should happen it should be something that happens like while Swan is speaking, so we can come up with it after, I guess.
Yeah, let's have AP roll and then describe the miracle as the thing is happening.
Yes. So, let's hear their proposal.
The Sulius Aurelius plan for the investment into the future of Brevoy and Abadar is simple. These coin vaults for which coin is contained have no purpose.
Mhm,
To
and
put
murmuring.
these things here, they do not flow. These coins should travel as blood travels through the body. New roads, new lands, new wealth, investments, hospitals, churches, small guard posts from which paladins may protect all of these things, education, health. The sick sit upon the front door of this very place and beg for help, because none will heal the sick. This is a disgrace to Abadar, who believes that all should be healthy, wealthy, and wise. We will change that. We will bring about a flood of coin through the land. And with these investments that we make into the future of this land and all lands, the coin will circle back into your coffers through tributes, donations, payment for hospitalization. And the coin will go out again. In such a way, you will create liquid capital. You may not have vaults vastly overfilling with coin. What they will be overfilling with is the faith of the people, the love of the people, an empowered populace, and Abadar's eye upon you.
Badass.
But is it? I mean, we can make the roll, right? But like, I feel like they have a couple more questions for you, about
I
things,
mean,
right?
this can be, an oratory over an extended thing. I'm willing
Right,
to keep
so-
answering questions.
Why? There's no doubt that this sounds what you say rings truth of what we want to do. But is now the right time for such action? When the stakes and are so high, wouldn't you rather this initialize after the King's Moot, after these uncertain tensions calm
Um,
down?
These uncertain tensions are by no means going to go away. You have heard the calls from other
Yes,
noble
but
houses.
how can
I-
we ensure our investments will be
I th-
around should the worst come to pass?
You should have-
Should the storm break?
Have faith, sir.
I think this is where like Silius will help as well, and he will say
Yeah. As a snobby, nasally guy's like, there's a difference between high risk and faith. Fucking
Shut up,
conversation.
potato guys.
Aurelius will sort of spread his hands and will say
Avatar
Should this-
of actuaries.
should the storm break, the gold in our vaults is useless anyway. It is time for the gold to flow outward. We have been preparing long for this day. Now we are called upon to use the skills that Abadar has given us to ensure that we make it through what is to come.
Someone mentions that, like, we don't have the coin. We've already leveraged all of our money to the houses to hire mercenaries. And then someone else is like, nah, with the Levitons and Swans funds, it could work. And, like, people like are discussing this in great detail. Right?
Swan is going
about
to
the money and things. But the idea, I think what you're proposing is very much like a tightrope kind of thing, though. Right? Like,
Swan's gonna unbuckle.
if
the
everything
second
works out
sword.
right. Yeah. Okay.
He's gonna unbuckle the Chosen One's sword and lay it
Yeah.
on the podium in front of him
Oh.
and
The one-
say, if your concern is for wealth, perhaps to assuage your fears, I can provide each of you a gift.
Fucking, I'm sorry. You have such a good idea, but fucking Niran why don't you say this when you're in? Niran in chat writes, in the land of Brevoy, where prophets with an F lie and prophets the PH lie.
I have been very careful to not lie in recent times. Since I've been named prophet, I have not once used my falsehood skill.
So good. Thank you, Daniel. Sorry.
Very welcome.
So Swan is offering a bribe to the council,
Yes.
to the unbelievers, and he will
I
dismiss
don't-
the end of his argument by saying, these investments are not high risk. They are, however, high reward. Faith is rewarded.
I think it's time to roll because they're not sure.
Hmm.
They would rather the people help themselves. But it's true. Like they've loaned a lot of their money out to the houses right now.
Yeah, that's okay. They
For
just need to
war.
tap everything else they have, and then the coin will
Throw
come
the
back.
bones.
Yeah.
Uh,
throw the bones.
What am I aiming against?
Actually, I'm wondering if this actually should be a versus test.
Okay.
Because it's a variant obstacle.
So what do they want from him?
Well, I think it's more
What they want from themselves, like
they want you to delay. They want you to delay this till after the King's Moot.
Okay. All right.
Can I suggest that might be better as a consequence of failure as opposed to a versus test? Like it seems.
The consequence
it's
of
more like-
failure.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, the consequence for failure is like would more entertainingly be that they acquiesce to your request, but the whole thing explodes.
Yeah, they don't have the money.
Like just like it worked, like they do the thing, but it fucks up.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's your call, Eric.
Well, the thing is that I don't feel like the obstacle that I would set doesn't feel right for it.
Oh, what's that?
Well, I'm thinking the obstacle should probably be like 7. Right? For your plan to go off without a hitch and everything work out the way you plan to, right?
So that's
That's
not
the idea, right?
That's not JP's JP. That's not AP's intent. AP's intent is to convince these fuckers to do it, right? Like sign your name to it and agree with me, which is an oratory test to be like,
right.
Do you agree?
Oh, to back it. So this is independent to whether or not this actually works. It's do you just back
This is the money goes out, right? Like we
Yeah.
need this project funded. This is us getting the funding.
Yeah.
At least that's what my belief is about, right?
Yep. Well, I think the difficulty is probably, I think it's 7 because it's still 7. It's 6 plus 1 because you're sick.
Can we get a bonus die from having the Vault Master on our side?
Yes.
So
you hear
from the Vault Master.
Yeah. You hear the council is pretty it's in the air. Like people are arguing both sides. Like you're hearing you out. Like it's making sense, right? This isn't like bogus being like you're dumb. This is like very general, like a legitimate vetting of your claim, right? So
yeah, so it's up to you.
This is like they're arguing the finer points of your proposal essentially.
Yeah. So the question though, one question I have is, do you think what I said qualifies as suasion? Because if so, I give him 2 die. Otherwise, it's oratory and just 1.
Oratory.
All right.
Can I aim for the plan going well as part of mine, and then do 7 plus 1 for 8?
So I'm not. I
Or
shouldn't
is
be
that something separate? Like it's not clear to me how the function of the plan.
What's your
is.
intention?
My intention is
to convince them.
Be overwhelmingly. Yeah, I guess that is my intention.
Then
that
it's a
they
link
be
test.
overwhelmingly convinced. Okay. All right. Does my bribe attempt get me any helping dice?
No.
So might I make a suggestion?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is like a good initiative you're aiming for, right? You want to like get money out there and want to help the people. The drama here is, in my opinion, is not in whether or not the plan succeeds. Not now. The drama is in do you convince these people? And whether or not the plan succeeds is not actually important because it's such a long range thing. So it's more like the plan, in my opinion, it would be interesting to say, okay, the plan is initiated. And then later down the line, if you're like, I want to make an accounting check for this important thing, and you fail that,
Administration of this
like,
project.
something crashes in your plan from before.
Yeah, let's do
Alright.
that. Let's do that. Okay.
Okay. Well, I want to work the following things.
Yeah.
Etiquette, persuasion, accounting, administration, supplier-wise, peasant-wise, merchant-wise, command, logistics, the vault keeper, and Aurelius. Let me count that.
Though you got green lit for all of them, buddy.
8, 9, 10, 11 helping dice. 11 open-ended.
This kind of crazy good fictional positioning is what allows you to throw your head at these obstacles. That is so cool.
And I'm sorry, it's 7 up.
Yeah. 6 + 1 for 6.
Here's
Okay.
I will give you this. I will give you this chance, AP.
mhm.
I'll give you
Yeah.
this hard choice. You can either take a 7 ob or risk doing a health test as you power later, as you kind of like force yourself to.
Could
Wait,
he?
what's
Like
the
basically
risk
you're gonna
here?
you're gonna exert yourself. So it would be reduced ob here, but you're gonna be taking a health test
I mean,
after
it
this
is a 7
as
ob,
kind
right?
of like you just overexerted yourself and you're gonna have a problem, right? So you can
What's-
either take an obstacle and be like you're pacing your speech, you're aware of how you're feeling and doing it, or you can be like I'm gonna shove it out of my head for a little bit and kind of just like go all in really hard and then kind of have to take a health test like after like you just exhausted yourself. Does that make sense?
I'm
what I'm trying to say?
confused as to what the difficulty difference is.
So
It's 7 to start with, and if I decide to push through it, it's
Oh, okay.
lower.
so the difficulty of this obstacle at a neutral stance is 6. The factor
Right.
that's making it 7 is that you are sick. One of them.
Right.
One of the factors that is you're making it 7. I'm saying you can take that factor off the table if you want
No,
to
I'm
risk
fine.
a health test
No,
after you're done.
I
As a sort of
got
like
green
you
all over the
exert-
place, buddy.
yeah. Okay.
We're good. We're good.
Nice.
Oh, holy
Uh,
cow!
Wow.
Crush.
I'm gonna re-roll one of those failures. Get fucked. That's 11 successes.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And then a miracle happens while you do this.
Yeah.
I was hoping because I put the sword down, something dope as shit happens with the sword, but this is my chosen-y great sword or whatever.
Well, I say miracle.
I mean,
A
I'm pretty great.
visual representation of God's
Yeah,
grace.
I know. What we need to do is have like a sunlight appear before me
Yeah.
and shine down on me and the sword lifts up while shaking off the table like, and everyone's like, ah!
Works for me.
I'm behind that.
Flying
Fine.
sword sounds
Yeah.
good for a representation of the divine. Oh, I love that. I love that. Like Swan doesn't notice at first. It's like he's just like so into like his speech, and then like the like sun like finds its position, and we just get this like light that like goes down on Swan, and he's just like super into his speech, and then the sword just starts like floating above his head, and he's
I
just
love
like
the better idea that
going
Swan
ham.
never notices. He just like grabs the sword and straps it back on at the end.
Yeah.
But it's never like, oh, there's a flying sword above me. Like he's just
Yeah,
like, "No,
he's just,
that's-
like,
No, it's
too
like, that's
into
where my
the
sword is
speech.
right now. Let me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
That's cool.
Although that would be an interesting and so far unseen way to run the Chosen One. You're like, holy shit, God is real!
no, it's not that God is real. It's that there's a sword flying.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
Abadar wants you to get this done, and so
Yeah.
so it is Abadar's will. We will approve your request.
Awesome.
We hear the gavel go down.
Thwack, thwack.
Yep.
Swan is gonna look at Aurelius and then wipe his forehead with the handkerchief again and just start like leaving.
Yeah. You are looking pretty pale.
I think I follow after Swan like a
You just think he's
sycophant.
hungover.
Yeah, but I also know that he doesn't really like want to talk to me or want my presence right now. But I'm following after him because
Oh,
I
he's
want him to be
smoldering,
my
not
friend.
just in temperature.
I want him to be my friend.
Yeah, that's
Senpai, please.
Please.
nice. I don't even know. Are diseases even in the book?
Then I don't know that they're mentioned in there, but it's basically like inflict a penalty to the character based on the sickness that you imagine.
Okay,
Right, it's
that's what I imagine.
There's
I
something about
wish-
holy plagues in the codex as well.
Listen, this doesn't have to be a holy plague, motherfucker.
It's
I
not.
just took the sickness out of the baby. It didn't suddenly become fucking frogs flying through the goddamn air.
Yeah.
No,
It's
frogs
not, it's not a
flying.
plague of
Jesus.
locusts, right?
It's just a matter of like basically impose a kind of penalty to the character based on what seems appropriate to the sickness. But a character in my game twisted his ankle, so I lowered his stride by 1.
Yeah. Right. So this probably will affect your fort, right? Which doesn't really come up anyways, but
I would suggest
Yeah.
just slapping him with the up 1 penalty for everything he's doing until it gets better.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay.
Yeah, just like
Well, then
equivalent
as
of
we
a
leave-
superficial wound.
As we leave, Swan is gonna admit what happened with the baby. Then, mostly because he's like, well, I really don't want more obstacles on my tests. And as he's going down the steps, he's like, Aurelius, I took the sickness from the child into myself, and I fear that I'm going to require the services of a doctor rather soon. I assume you still do that.
Aurelius looks rather stricken. And the inner monologue is like, I knew I was supposed to help the sick with my own hands. But he doesn't say that. He looks and he will be like, your radiance, your mercy and kindness astounds me. That you would take such a sacrifice and take this child's health upon yourself is a noble sacrifice indeed. Yes, I would be more than happy to see what I can do. Although my skills do tend to lie in the realm of surgery, I can certainly tell you what the illness is, and perhaps we can find a solution from there.
And then they
Aurelius.
kissed.
What's important here isn't that the child was sick or not sick. Children die all the time, unfortunately. We were building hospitals today. What's important was that Lord Abadar not fail, that you not fail in front of these people. Your lack of faith disturbs him. Be better.
Aurelius like raises his head and looks at Count Swan and says, you are half right. The Lord Abadar cannot fail, but I indeed can.
That's what I said. As he gets into a carriage.
That's not what you said.
Okay.
Oh, we forgot about if I get holy artifacts.
Oh.
Oh,
we
maybe
can-
someone could come running out like a page is like, wait, we've got your... And then
Wait,
it gets
yeah.
lost in the shuffle,
okay.
and you have
Well,
to
we'll
go
talk.
back
We'll talk
inside.
about that in a second.
We can talk
it's
about
not, It's
that
not
later.
important yet.
Yeah, we should do a Mason scene.
Yeah, exactly. So Mason,
Yes?
you've had time while this was going on. What did you do since the night after last night?
So I have some
Yeah.
things I need to throw myself at here. And the first thing Mason does the following morning is beg an audience with Noleski.
Yes. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to see if you can do that. How are you going to go about trying to get an audience with the king?
I'm going to go into his throne room. I'm going to just walk up to the steps leading up to his throne. I'm gonna ignore his fucking guards as they step forth and try to look all cool and muscly. And I'm going to
okay.
look at him, and I'm going to say,
We need to talk.
Regent, we need to talk.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're
Secret Service hit you at the leg and the chest at the same time.
Yeah, you're
Shocking
gonna
Not
have
to
to
the ground.
You're gonna have to get your way through the guards first, because they're gonna be like, he's busy. He has a schedule, and you're not have to be on the schedule.
You
right?
know, Mason, I don't want to put this in your head, but you have scared the shit out of guards using rats before, and a
I
rat
have
swarm
indeed.
now would be pretty handy.
Yep.
It would indeed. It would indeed.
Be radical if you.
Oh God, I wasn't gonna, but that pun
Yeah,
compels
you gotta
me.
do it. You gotta do it.
I
You
don't-
gotta do it.
Yep.
You
Okay.
literally have to. It says
so you're getting interfered on by the guards, being like, I'm sorry, ma'am, you cannot have, the king's very busy. He's indisposed today. He has meetings for the whole country.
Sure.
You can't just walk in and demand to talk to. Oh, okay, okay.
So yeah, I don't conjure the rats because I feel we need to try the carrot instead of the stick with these guys. It's important. So as they block my path, and as they say, the king, you cannot go to the king, I look sharply at the person and I say, the regent, that like putting him down. Just like, shut up, you don't know. Like, and then the regent.
That doesn't stop them from preventing you from getting to
No,
the door.
it doesn't.
But
I do it to like knock the air out of them, and then I
That's
look
fair.
at them and I say, and you would be a fool to bar me passage. My words cannot wait, the same as these sycophants and lickspittles.
are you?
Remember, I hired you a fucking tutor. When did that shit happen?
You tell me.
I
have not
hired
seen-
you Krashenko. It's
I
his
have not-
only job.
I have not seen hair nor shadow of the guy.
Well, maybe you should make a belief about learning the fucking etiquette.
Maybe you should. I don't care.
I
Yeah.
hired someone for you. I literally made actions about it. There
Yeah.
was a belief on the line.
Sucks. I haven't seen the guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like I have to fucking micromanage all of your actions now.
no, you just have to
No,
push.
there's a
Eric
reason why
to
Krashenko hasn't showed up.
activate your
There's a-
character.
there's-
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, yeah. So I want to tell the guys to get the fuck out of my way. Go away. I need to
Okay.
speak to him now.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. So what do you do to stop get around them?
I want to convince them to leave. Like I'm saying what I've been saying now, right? Like, I am Mason. Get the fuck out of my way. You have no clue what you're doing. I'm more important than everyone in this room. Get out.
Okay. That sounds like a.
And I'm definitely invoking arrogant.
Are you? Yeah, and you're trying to command them, right?
Yes, either that or I'm commanding.
I don't know if this is invoking arrogance so much as invoking douchebag, but you know.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna retort, being like, "Listen here, you stuck up rat charmer. Like, if you okay, they're gonna just patronize you, and if we're gonna do a versus test here of commands. I'm like, okay, someone needs to go back to the tower. Okay, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna like basically. drag
I'm
you
not
back.
commanding you, you're commanding me.
Cool,
So,
I'll take it. I'm swinging
so-
those dice now.
Yep, and so they're gonna try to assist themselves, but of course they have shit for this. So
I'll re-roll that fate. There we go.
That monster.
wait, would they actually be? So would soldiers have command? That wouldn't really make sense, right? Would guards have command to be like get back?
They would probably have like intimidate.
Guards probably have intimidation.
Intimidate.
Okay, so then let me rephrase. Then they're gonna intimidate you to be like
Sure.
if you don't back down, we're gonna drag you to the tower. It's like
Sure.
they're not gonna.
I mean, they
command
can
you to
say
do
the
it.
exact same thing, but do it while pulling out clubs.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I mean,
lowering
they have their
spear
arms.
points.
Or,
Yeah.
or even just cracking their knuckles.
Yeah,
Like,
they crack it.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
So
come at me, bro. I'm looking at 6 successes here.
I mean, aren't those halved?
Yes, it's halved. But I'm quietly hoping that they too roll halved.
we tied.
Fate.
All right, cool.
Fate the 3 6s.
They don't. These guards don't have fate.
I'm just kidding.
I know, but I would-
Collectively,
I would
maybe
totally
they
open
have
them up,
one
though.
fate between them.
They each have 1/3 fate point.
Yeah.
So, what way does this fall? I feel like
tiebreaker.
like-
Do you want to break the
wait.
tie in someone's favor, or do you have something that breaks it in your favor?
we have something that breaks it in our favor. I don't
Otherwise,
know.
we roll
Well,
wills.
it's the defender, isn't it?
Oh, ties go to the defender.
You know what? Yeah. I want to. Yeah. So Tyson versus Test go to the defender.
Well, who's the defender in this?
They're accosting me.
Really?
Yes, they are.
You're invading their throne room.
You're jumping
I-
the line. You're
there
cutting
is
the
no-
line.
There is only a conflict here because they started one.
Well, but I don't think so, because like it's like you're trying to walk, like, right? Like you're
I appreciate the,
one-
finagling, but you're being vetoed there, Mason.
All right.
like
That-
you tried to walk in, they said no. Like you're the one.
You're the one cutting the line.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
that your logic works really well in warfare, though. Like, you're about to invade someone's capital, and they step in front of you, and you're like, "Stop starting conflict.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
going in here. Get the
That's how
fuck
it
out of the
works.
way. You
That's
try
how
to
it
start a
works.
war or something, buddy?
No one would have died if you would have just sat there and just minded your own business.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Blame victim.
That's a good
blaming
try,
is
though.
real good.
That's a good one.
The
You
victim
almost
blaming
got
is
nobody.
strong in you. Yeah. Okay.
So cool. So as they like, I get kicked out, and that's okay.
Well, no,
So-
it's just that you don't go past them, and they tell you that, right? Like you're stuck there. You have to find another way in to talk to Naleski.
Yeah, and that's what I intend
Unless,
to do.
if you try to go through again, they're going to physically grab you. Right.
Yeah. And like I recognize that if I cause a scene here, Noleski is going to be less likely to do.
Yeah.
To
They're like,
listen.
look, you know, and they're exactly, and they're like, look, come on, don't make a scene. This is protocol, you know, like what? Just ask the queen to get you an audience with him, right? Like they probably tell you or something, right? They're like, I smile.
Like,
I smile. We
at
don't want to
him
do our
and-
job, you know. We want to do our job. Like that's all. We don't want to get in trouble.
I look at him, I berate his innocence, I tap him gently on the chest plate twice. I'm like, okay. And I turn around and I leave. And I want to approach Noleski at a later point the same day as I emerge from a secret door and just accost him in private.
Yes. And of course, like when you're leaving, there's like, I swear to God, there's a fucking rat in my room. I swear to God.
Yep. So basically, like through some like by walking the secret parts of the Ruby Fortress, as Noleski enters his private quarters, Mason is there. Though it's impossible that she could be right. Like they would have to go through so many layers of guards to arrive there, but they're just standing there waiting, being all sorcery. Like I have apparated here, motherfucker.
Yes.
I'm immortal.
And I think you're gonna fucking catch him by surprise. And boy, what would you do if a fucking wizard showed up in your fucking bedchamber?
If it was,
I mean, is it clear? Oh yeah, she has been called Sorceress General.
Oh,
yeah, I was presented.
You know what this is like? Oh boy, he thinks you were sent here for a different type of errand.
To assassinate him?
No,
I'm here to kill him.
No, I think you were here for a romantic-y thing. And I think he sees you like, oh, huh, okay.
Count Swan deflecting attention.
And so
again.
I think he says something like, okay, well, you know, like, well, I'm gonna wash up and I'll be ready in a second. I had a long day of meetings, and you know, like he barely even like acknowledges you.
Yeah, sure.
He really thinks you're a prostitute. I think because like you kind of used to this stuff.
I see. In that case, so I think I pick up on that.
No one else could, because I don't think it even is conceivable to him that someone could have snuck in here.
No, I get it. Mason picks up on that. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And as he turns around and like goes to wash up, Mason's like, "Oh, fucking hell! All gods, literally all gods, give me strength." And they go in front of a mirror and they do their hair up in the same way that they had it up at the ball where they first met, where she met Noleski. And then they turn around, they wait for him to come back in and be like, "You better recognize me, you motherfucker."
Okay.
That sounds like a conspicuous test.
Yep. So it'd be definitely a conspicuous test. He's like,
Listen,
listen, he meets a lot of people. It's gonna be really hard to remember.
So up to?
Up to. He's a busy guy.
Cool. I think I'll take advantage for working carefully as I do my hair up for this shit.
Yeah, but I think that's counteracted by time. I feel like you can't.
Don't have time.
I mean, he's washing up, right? So it probably takes me a shorter time to set my hair in a way that approximates what it was before than it does for him to wash.
Sure, but then the risk. Okay, fine. But the to approximate it though is the danger of it being approximate.
Daniel, I think you way underestimate the time that women spend on their hair, but that's okay.
I think you way over contextualize Mason's femininity.
Okay.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
There you go. Oh, sorry, I did not enter the correct obstacle, but I did roll 4 successes there.
Yes, you did.
So
okay.
that comes up to 2.
And he's like, wait a minute, you're that sorceress chick. Or I mean, he doesn't say that, but like, he's like, oh, you're that. Oh, you're Natala's. And he's like figuring out the word for it. General source. Supreme. Or something.
I am Mason. I'm sorry to have snuck in here.
Mason.
I'm sorry to appear here in your quarters without your leave.
Yeah, about that. You're gonna need to explain yourself right now. I assuming because you're not. He's like, this isn't what he thought it was. Like, oh well. Okay,
I understand.
This isn't what I thought. He's like, this isn't. Oh, no. Really, what he says is, yeah, this isn't what I thought it was. Then is it? Yeah, you're gonna need to explain yourself.
Very well, Your Grace. I have come here bearing warning. And that is why I've bothered to enter here in without the knowledge of your guards. I am the last member of the Order of the Nethesian Eye that I am aware of. Sorry, Nethesian Star that I am aware of. We used to counsel the members of your line. I have come here to honor the history of my order and bring you one dire warning.
Yeah, he's like...
He's looking expectantly. Okay, good. Cool.
Okay, I mean...
Out with it. Beware your sister.
Really? That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
You must take precaution so you can de-escalate her if necessary.
You gaze into the eyes of fate itself, and you come back with, beware my sister.
I nod at him. Yes. The rest is not for
okay.
you, not for me.
All right. Did you eat something from those ingredients for your stuff? Are you it's like, are you okay? He's genuinely concerned. Like he doesn't like, are you okay? He's not dumb. He's actually concerned for you. Like he thinks you're insane.
I get it. And
like you're drunk. Like okay, okay, we're gonna take you out of here, you know.
I look at him and like I punch through his idiotic facade with the weight of the seriousness of my mere presence.
Do not take me for a conjurer of cheap tricks, kind of thing. Right?
I'm like you better listen up or you're gonna die, right? Like that's what's at stake here. I come bearing warnings because I'm an awesome wizard, and if you don't heed them, then like that's your funeral.
Well, this is.
That's the message I'm imparting just by looking at him, as I say.
And what I'm willing and what I know is that there is nobody in the realm that he trusts more than his sister.
Yeah.
For anything.
Absolutely. Which is why I am throwing a test at this.
Okay. Well, I mean, what are you trying to convince him of? To actually believe this?
Yeah, I'm trying to convince this guy.
You're trying to persuade him to do this.
Yeah. I'm trying to...
You're trying to... Okay, to give you an idea of just how ardently he believes in his sister.
Very much so, yeah.
This would be like trying to convince Sulius to worship Asmodeus.
Probably.
Like, I don't even know this is so impossible.
So he has the character trait love my sister.
No, he doesn't. It's not romantic. It's just that they're.
I meant like in a familial way. Like
no, it's not romantic. No, there's a reason.
You could have Love's family.
Look, I'm saying there's a reason why this is true, and if you want to find that out, write fucking beliefs about it. But this is completely true, and I don't know you can convince them of this. This is
no, and I'm okay with that. So if you feel like just talking to the guy is insufficient, then Mason will like.
You need to bring proof. Yeah, you could not. It's insufficient to talk to them about it.
Okay, cool. So when he asks for proof,
yeah,
sure. When he asks for proof, Mason says, "I would grant you proof, but my heart prevents me."
Of course it does. Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look,
Your Grace.
I understand you can pierce the veil, and you can. That's great. If you want to advise me on certain matters, get in line, but do not come into my private quarters and issue me omens about my own kin. If there is anything that a Sertovan is, and it's loyal.
I look at him again. I send him the same look. Although he fails to believe me, there is an undeniable weight to like how Mason appears before him as they do so. As they say these words, and they're like, "I can't make you see reason then. The consequences are for you to bear."
You can't make me see madness. And he's like, the door's that way.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And I vanish. I leave his line of sight, and I leave his line of sight, and
Batman. dude, you're in a
Yeah.
you're in a pretty I mean, it's actually not that small of a room.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
like,
I'm in the regent's quarters. I
Do you
go
like
through a
do you
door,
go
I
behind like the
behind a
fucking
curtain.
four-post bed kind of thing, and he like follows you, and you're gone, kind of thing?
I would,
Like
have you ever seen those like optical illusions where you're like, there's a wall there, and in fact there's a wall and there's a gap in the wall, and you can totally like go behind it and just vanish like
Yeah.
sideways down a hole. Something like that happens as I click. Like I turn a corner, so like him, it appears like I'm walking out on his balcony or something, and he's like, "What the fuck are you even doing?" And unbeknownst to him, my heel click on like a tile.
Yeah.
And I know like a section of the wall like just slides to the side for a moment, creating that optical illusion. I vanish into it and slides shut.
Yeah. So he's gonna say, okay, and so then.
So as far as he's aware, I went onto his balcony and then I became mist and flew away.
So he's obviously going to be called. So this is fine. You're safe. It's just the scene lingers a little bit longer after you leave the scene, and the regent calls for, guards to come in and sweep the place to figure out why his sister's errand girls are here. In the meantime, he has to go talk to his sister. Right?
Well, so this didn't work, but I'm not done. Right? I my belief is I need to protect him from Natala. My intention was to do that by imparting to him that she's dangerous and he needs to watch out.
Yeah, you're gonna need.
Yeah, and I'm not willing to give that because that is part of my belief is that I will not accuse Natala yet. And so that's why I'm like, no, I can't do it because Swan loves this girl, and if Swan can set her down the right path, so help me, I won't speak a word of her evil. But if he fails to do so, I'm gonna fucking like nail her to the wall. But failing to convince him, I'm not done with my belief. I want to push for it.
And I'm completely there with you. There's a quick little vignette between the king and the queen, right? Or like the regent and queen regent. They're talking in private, in like very hushed tones, and the queen is assuring, Natala's assuring Noleski, being like, "It's okay. They don't like you can always trust me." And Noleski's like, "I want her dead. I want her out of here. You can't do that, right?" And she said, and Natala just says, "In time. She's very important for something of mine, something that will keep us safe forever." Is what she says, and it's very deliberately vague because it's a TV show. Right?
Obviously, but you're alluding.
I'm alluding to something.
Yeah.
Can we go to break on that one?
Yeah, we can go to break for last break. All right.
Excellent.
Cool, guys. That was fun. All right.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
So, just so you're
Mason.